Yeah, welcome to my colorful home.
Oh, it's very lovely. How long have you lived here?
Now it's about 5 years.
Okay. Did it look differently when you moved in?
It was white.
All white?
All white.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 50 shades of white.
So you've done a lot of changes, I imagine. Or I can see.
Now it's a lot of colors because I love color. But it's only actually 9 colors, but repeated in different ways.
And this is your dining room?
So this is my dining room, and here I have my wallpaper with this 2 different tones of orange blending it together.
Oh.
And orange stands for creativity and being social with others. Before it was white and people didn't talk so much during my dinners.
Oh.
But now when it's orange, the discussions are very lively.
Sara, so according to you, what is the most important element in a home with the highest impact? Would you say the furniture or the color?
Well, I would say that the furniture also have a color. So all the colors evoke different emotions and feelings within us. So I would say that color is the most important element in your home.
And where are you leading us now?
I'm going to lead you into my sofa.
Okay.
And my living room.
Perfect. And we see the giraffe in here, the Sweef giraffe. What color is it on the sofa, and what was the thought process when you chose the model and the color and the fabric?
So the color is a light blue. Which goes very well with orange. So as you can see, orange and blue and purple are my favorite colors. I think that's also an important element to go with your favorite colors, like not to choose according to trend or your culture, but just go for the color you feel the most appropriate at that time, or like that just makes you feel more alive and happy.
And for the pillows, or for you chose some in the same color and fabric as the sofa, and then you added some pink.
So I like to work with tone in tone, so different shades of blue to have a more monochromatic color scheme. But then it's always nice to have an additional color or an opposite color that goes as a contrast to the original color. So then this peachy pink. That's good.
What did the thought process look like when you chose this specific model?
Well, me and my boyfriend, we love to live in our sofa. We do everything in our sofa. We eat, we talk, we spend a lot of time in the sofa. So it was important that it had to be big. So we both could have like a comfortable seat more than, and also maybe it's a little bit too big for this living room, but we love to sit in our sofa. So it was important that it was comfortable and big enough for 2 of us just to hang out here.
This is a very unique corner for your home with a lot of colors. Where did you get the inspiration to do this?
Yeah, so I always loved color blocking. It's a style that was invented in the 50s in the States, and Mark Rothko was a color blocking painter, for example. So it's actually you paint in different blocks around on a painting, or I got inspiration to do it in my home. If you have a very large living room or a very large room, this could be a way to do paintings on the wall instead of having paintings hanging on the wall.
Yeah, it really adds like a showstopper effect in this corner, in this room at least.
And this is my home office, working space, where I do my creative projects when I'm at home.
Wow, it looks amazing. There's a lot of colors in there too. And
yeah, I think maybe this is one of my favorite rooms in my home.
Have you ever felt like you chose the wrong color or needed to regroup and think twice about something that you already chosen?
Yeah, I think you should not be too afraid of re-choose a color or re-choose a sofa or a furniture. Sometimes, for example, if you would feel like, okay, your sofa was a little bit of a different color than you thought, you can always change the cushions, because then the color of the sofa will also change a little bit. So this is what we call the metameri in the language of color.
In recent years, we've seen an increasing trend where people paint their ceilings and other parts, like unusual parts of their home. How would you say that this transformation changes a room?
I think it changes everything. If you think back in history, we always painted the ceiling. So it's only like the 30 last years, it was white, but before then it always had a color.
Okay.
So I think it's more like we're going back to something that we always had. And I think just because it was white, it's because it's easy. But I usually think of the ceiling as the fifth wall. And this idea that dark ceilings will make the room look smaller, that's a myth.
Okay.
So we can skip that now and move forward.
Go crazy. So what would you say is the best thing about your sofa?
Well, the best thing is that it's big and that it's very fluffy and comfortable. It's like laying in your bed, but instead of a bed, it's a sofa.
Okay. Sara, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.